We would like to give a big shout out to our sponsor, Sonic Electronics, so check them out for great deals on speakers, head units, amps, subs, wiring, etc. Use discount code ProvoBeast for an instant 5% off your next purchase during checkout. Provo Beast doing another install today. Today we're doing a speaker replacement on a 2006 Toyota 4Runner. Within this install, we're going to be showing you how to replace the factory speaker, the mid-range front door speaker, with a 3-way coaxial from Pioneer. This video will show you how to remove the factory door panel, factory speaker, wiring of the new speaker, and reinstallation. So what we're going to be using today is this Pioneer pair 6x9 set. In addition, to make this install a little bit easier, we're going to use these factory wiring harnesses, 72-8104. This allows us to plug directly into the factory harness in the doors for the speakers, and then these ends straight directly plug into the speaker. Just avoids the need of manually wiring those. Now we'll also need these speaker bracket adapters, the 82-8146 by Metra. Just so there's plenty of room clearance-wise to clear the window regulator and the glass within the window, because these speakers have a tendency to sit down quite far. So let's go ahead and move over to the 4Runner and show you how to get the factory speaker out. Okay, here we are inside of the door panel itself. What we're going to be doing is pulling this off just so we can get the factory mid-range. Now keep in mind it has a factory component set. So there's a tweeter up here. This video is not going to show you how to replace that. That eventually will come a little bit later. But at least for tonight, what we're going to be doing is replacing the mid-range here with a coaxial as shown before. So let's get this door panel off just so we can show you exactly how to replace that. Okay, so the first thing what we'll need to do, pop this guy on out. Now I have a panel tool. Basically you can get up and behind, and once you get that popped off, you almost use your fingers as well. Just pops in out, held on with the clip. Allows the door panel to move past. Now you have this little clip itself. What you need to do is you just push that interior piece in. It pops in as it has there, and then you use your little panel tool. You can get back up underneath it. It should pop right on out, just like that. Now you're gonna have two screws, one here and one in the armrest. To get this one out, you can use a little flathead screwdriver. Get up kind of behind it. Be gentle, you don't want to break anything. Just take your time. Here goes. See that there? A little Phillips screw. Going to remove that. Okay, so when that has been removed, the only other one that you have to worry about is in here, and what you can do is just get up underneath this panel. As you can see, these are super handy. Comes off there. You have that last Phillips right there as well. Go ahead and remove that. Now lastly, see this light? I've already started working on it. You can use a flathead screwdriver, because this is going to get in the way. You can just work it on out. Don't want to break it, but essentially there's a clip on that side, kind of a tap on that side. Disconnect that, because this will get in the way when we try to actually pull the harness off. So there we go. Okay. At this point, that's it in terms of clips or screws holding it on. The rest are held on with interior door clips all the way around. So using a panel tool, you can actually get on one side. You kind of twist, work your way along. Now at this point, you can probably get your fingers back behind the panel and start working it out. Okay, at this point, as you can see here, totally loose. What you'll do is just grab by the handle, lift straight up. And what you'll see on the back end is two harnesses, which they just have little tabs and they slide right on out. Then you'll have your door mechanism, and if you want to pop that out, there's just one screw holding it in. Right there on the back. Right there. And then the door handle assembly will come apart as well. That allows us to get over to our tweeter, if you would be replacing that at this time, and our mid-range speaker. Okay, at this point, the panel came free. As you can see here, it just pops right on out. There's our two harnesses that popped out from the door controls. And there we are. Okay, so at this point, we're totally ready to replace this mid-range woofer. As you can see, it's seen better days. The tweeter's not in as bad of shape, but typically I would recommend replacing both if you have gone this far to remove the panel. In this video specifically though, we're only going to worry about this mid-range woofer. So we're going to replace it with the coaxial, keeping the factory tweeter. Down the road, I'll eventually get a video up replacing both, but at least for now we'll have a little bit better sound coming from our front door panel. So remove these 10mm bolts all the way around, disconnect your harness here, and we'll go from that point. Okay, so we remove those 4 screws, remove the harness here, just unplugs. Now at this point, it may be pretty adhered to the door, typically they are. Just kind of work your fingers in there, and that will pop out. There's the size of the magnet there. We're gonna set that guy off to the side. Now let's head over to the bench and get our new speaker all prepped in the bracket and our speaker wiring harness adapter, and we'll be back. Okay, so let's go ahead and get our speaker mounted in our brackets. And again, check in the description for the part numbers in case you didn't get them before. What we're going to be doing is we'll pull this out, and this will mount in the bracket. Then the bracket mounts to the door. These harnesses plug into the factory plugs, and then the other ends plug into the speaker. Okay, so here's our factory speaker, and here's the aftermarket one. Here's our bracket that we pulled out of our package. Using the hardware that came with the speaker, we ran all 4 screws that mounting the bracket to the speaker, and then we pulled out our speaker harness adapter and got that plugged in as well. So this end directly plugs into the factory harness, and then we'll use the factory 4 bolts from the speaker to mount our new speaker in the assembly. All right, we are. So we got all 4 screws in. And as you can see here, it plugs directly in, which is super nice to get these harness adapters. Nice and solid, it's all in there snug. Let's go ahead and give it a test. All right, here we are, all good to go. Got some stellar music, let me tell you that. At this point, let's go ahead and reassemble the door panel, get everything back together in reverse order. Remember to screw this back in. Don't forget both your harness plugs, and make sure you feed this wire down through the hole in the door panel so we can connect the light again. So, again, reverse order, and we'll go from that point. All right, so we got everything all reassembled. Sounds great. It's actually not too bad. Pretty straightforward assembly. If you have any questions about this install, just go ahead and post a comment below. Thanks guys again for watching the channel. We appreciate your support, and we will certainly see you in the next video.